Mahin, be kind to me. 3 years have passed since then, and I haven't heard from her for 36 months. I was the teacher of history and geography of Ahvaz high schools. I was so busy with my work that I did not remember any youthful memories. I had promised the university that I would do my job outside Tehran in 2 years. The Ministry of Culture also helped me and sent me to Ahvaz. And although the weather in Ahvaz is warm and the environment is small, whatever it is my home. I am from Ahvaz. I completed my secondary education in Ahvaz and left for Tehran. And I continued my studies in Tehran for another 6-7 years until I got my bachelor's degree. My kind mother sent me money from a small estate she inherited, and she was waiting for me to be somebody famous someday. When I came to Tehran, I was only a 15-16 years old child, and I got to dwell in a family house that had come from Behbahan and were living on Munirge Street. They knew us and had a family relationship with my mother. Whatever it was, I had a lot of fun. I remember that Mahin was a kid at that time. She was not even primary school time, and she was a 4-5-year-old girl who came to our house every day and played with the children next door. Mahin was the only daughter of a young couple who lived next door. She was always accompanied by a yellow and sick boy who was almost 2 years older than the girl. Our housewife used to say that he is the son of Mahin's cousin, and they love each other. But I did not believe it, because Mahin did not pay much attention to Kavus. Kavus was always looking for Mahin, although there was no discussion or criticism in this matter, because the two parties had not yet reached the age of 10 and it was too early to talk about love and desire. I did not want Mahin to love his cousin. I wouldn't say I liked Kavus, who loved Mahin. It was as if Mahin was my daughter and I loved this cute child with all my heart like a father, and I hoped that its lucky star would be brighter than the sun. And I did not see that merit in Kavus. Miss Behbahani used to say Mahin's father left her mother. Her name was Miss Talat, but he did not divorce her. Mahin's father was a lustful man who had spent a lot of money from his abundant wealth and left for Europe several times a year. He came back with an Austrian woman on a recent return trip from Europe, which was why Mahin's father left her mother. Little by little, Mahin grew up and went to primary school. Mahin got closer to me and I felt her love in my heart. She grew up and Kavus grew up too, but Kavus realized the girl's refusal and slowly withdrew from this one-sided love. Mahin finished elementary school. I remember for the first time she made a notebook and brought it to me to write a note in it. Mahin was always with me, but on that day, the sweet sign of youth and pride of young adult girls shone in her eyes. Her lips were fierier and her cheeks were hotter. Mahin came and sat down beside me and smiled and put his notebook in front of me. I was preparing my lessons for taking an exam, but she still did not explain it to me. I felt that Mahin wanted me to write something beautiful at the beginning of this notebook. I laughed and said right away, "My princess." I said to myself, "God, what should I write or say?" I thought I should no more keep her waiting, so I wrote, "Dear Mahin, if you want to be the moon, be kind." I love the kind moon. Suddenly, as if she had a fire in her heart, she picked up her notebook and left me alone. That year passed, and my studies at the university ended the following year. I got my bachelor's degree and started to do my military service obligation. Of course, my house was my old house, where I was attached to everything. Although I was constantly at the officers' university in Tehran, I still considered this house my home. You do not know what happened to me when I left where I was in officer's uniform. I did not want to leave Tehran and Muniriye Street and my lovely house and neighborhood. And Mahin was a 15 to a 16-year-old girl. She was still going to high school. She and the lady of the house chased me on the train. When the locomotive whistled and started to move, I waved my hand for the last time and saw that Mahin could not raise her hand. She was burned out by the excitement and the flood of tears. Of course, my attachment was still like a father's attachment to his young daughter, and I still loved Mahin fatherly. Ironically, his father was also dead, and he needed the kindness of a man who loved him fatherly. The locomotive whistled, then started to move for a few more hours, and maybe until Ahvaz, thinking about Mahin broke my heart.